Hey beauties, welcome back to another Girl Talk episode. I'm so excited to be filming another one of these for you guys today. My last video was like a reset maintenance vlog. If you guys want to go watch that, I do monthly reset maintenance vlogs. So I did do that for the month of, what is it? It's March, guys. Sorry, I was about to say April. April's next month. I'm actually so excited for next month. I almost have all my goals done for this month. But yeah, we're not talking about that in this video. As you probably saw by the title and the cover, for today's episode, we're going to be talking about how to become the main character in your life. Because if you're not the main character in your life, what are you doing, girl? Obviously, you can do whatever you want to do. At the end of the day, take whatever you want from the video, take whatever you don't want. It does not matter. Again, it's your life. But you should be the main character in your life. I mean, you're literally living life for you, not anybody else. Every day you're making sure you're alive, you're making sure you're healthy, you're making sure you are stable, right? It's all about you, as it should be. It's your life. So as I always do, I broke the video down into 6 different topics. So let's get started with the first topic. The first topic is, would you watch your own movie? Because like I said, your life is like a movie. Every single day is like a different episode, right? That's how you need to think of it as. Like, is your life boring? All you do is go to school, go to work, come home, get in your bed, scroll on TikTok. Literally, do you do the exact same thing every day? And I'm not talking about like a routine where, oh, you do your skincare in the morning, go to the gym. Obviously, you need that kind of stuff. It's a routine, you know, to get you clean, to get your body right. But like for your free time, are you literally using your free time to just scroll on your phone or to text friends or just to do stuff that literally is not going to upgrade you and is not even fun or entertaining? You literally need to think of your life as a movie and every day as a different episode. So for example, every day you should have a to-do list so your day isn't chaotic and it isn't crazy and everything's everywhere. Because if someone were to go film an episode for a show or something, they wouldn't just have it be random. They'd have it planned so then it isn't all chaotic and crazy. You need to do that for your own life. You need to plan what you want to do in your day. Okay, I'm going to do this. Obviously, sometimes things get switched around because times and you might run out of time or you might have an appointment, all that kind of stuff. But basically, just try to keep your days organized and fun and like fulfilling to the point where like you are still getting to your goal in life and you're not just wasting your time on your phone. And if your life is literally just filled with sadness, depression, like all the negative kind of feelings, emotions, all that stuff, your life, nobody would want to watch that. You wouldn't even watch that as an own movie. Why would you want to watch somebody cry in bed all day, lays around doing nothing? So make sure your life is filled with happiness. Make sure it's filled with positive people, so then every single time you're filming a new episode, every single day, you are around positive people that also fit into your movie. Basically, they fit with your character, they fit with the movie, what's it called, the movie theme, basically, because your life should have a theme. For example, I'm like glam, you know, hygiene, like girly, I'm all that kind of stuff. So that's like what my movie's wrapped around. So the people in my life, I want them to be kind of have the same interests as me. Nobody always has the same interests as you, but kind of the same interests as me, and like the same kind of happiness and positive energy. Basically, you don't want to be around people that are draining all the energy from you and they're very negative when you're not like that, and you don't want your movie to be like that, basically. So yeah, just make sure everything you do in your life is basically fitting the theme of your movie, of the theme that you want your life to be, basically. Okay, so for the second topic, the movie is about you, not others. Number 1, if you are making a decision in life for literally anything in the smallest little things, do not go based off what society wants, go based off of what you want. Because if you're always doing things for others, then your life is not about you. You're not going to be the main character. Do what you want for you. Like, of course you can take inspiration off other people, but you do not have to listen to what people say. Like, for example, you don't even have to listen to what I'm saying. You can listen to your own knowledge, to what you would want, because your life, you might not even want to be like the main character in your life, and that's okay. If that's not what you want, then that's not what you want. But listen to what you want. Do not listen to what society thinks is the right thing to do and blah, 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 because it's not going to make you happy if it's not what you actually want. And do not be a people pleaser. I know a lot of people are like, oh, but why would you not want to be a people pleaser? Because if you're a people pleaser and all you're doing all the time is pleasing people, you're leaving yourself sad and yourself literally not pleased, basically. Like, for example, if you and your friend group is always going where they want to go, like, oh, we want to hang out at the mall, but like sometimes you might want to hang out and just chill at somebody's house or something, but you're never putting your idea out there, you're never like doing what you want, you're always doing what they want, then you're gonna be left miserable. You're gonna be the one that's left, you know, unhappy, which obviously you don't want that. And of course, I'm not saying be a mean person, like do everything for yourself, be selfish. Like, I'm not saying that, but like to an extent, basically. And I'm not saying to be like a really selfish person where like you're mean to other people and you literally don't care about anybody else or anybody else's feelings. I do not mean that at all. But like to a certain extent, people pleasing can just get to the point where you, like I said, are left drained, and you do want to be a bit selfish in life. Honestly, you do, because at the end of the day, the only person that is promised in your life forever is you and God. You will always be with you. You can never escape you. It's not like, oh, you're with a toxic friend. No, you can never escape you. So you want to make sure when you're spending time with yourself that you're going to love that time, okay? Because you're not able to escape it. You're always with you. Yeah, so do what you want to do. Spend your time on you because your time is precious. Don't be wasting all your time going to hang out with your friends and going to party and going to just be with people. Spend time alone. Take care of yourself and spend a lot of time on yourself because, like I said, the movie's about you, not others. Third topic, you need to get out of the comfort zone. Just because it feels comfortable does not mean you are going to grow from it. Does not mean for the rest of your life you're going to be happy in that comfort zone. You will eventually get miserable. You'll eventually be sad. But you cannot be scared to escape that comfort zone. I know the comfort zone is all comfy and nice and it's something that you're used to, but you need to get out of that comfort zone if you want to grow. If you want to do and complete new goals in your life, you need to get out of that comfort zone, honey. You cannot be sitting in the same place all the time, every day, for your whole life. Do not be afraid to try new things because you could miss one of the biggest opportunities. Like if you say no to, like, for example, a modeling agency or like a movie or something that like kind of aligns with your goals, if you just say no because you're too scared and because you're afraid and you're afraid you might mess up or you might not do good or you might not make it, you literally could have just missed out on something that would have got you to your goal or something that would have got you so big in life. So stop being afraid to do new things because it could literally lead you to exactly where you want to be. Like for me doing YouTube, it was honestly really scary at first. My videos were not good. It wasn't good at all, honey. I was not getting followers, nothing. But over time, you get better and you get more used to it and you get more comfortable. The reason why you're comfortable with sitting in bed all day and scrolling on TikTok is because you've been doing that for so long. So yeah, take that for example. At first, when I was doing YouTube videos, it was not comfortable, girl. I felt weird. I felt awkward. You could tell how awkward I was in the videos. But after time, I just eventually evolved and I got more comfortable to doing YouTube and being in front of the camera. And now I'm able to sit here and talk and do a good YouTube video. So yeah, step out of that comfort zone because eventually the uncomfortable will become comfortable over time. Hear me out. You need to push your limits, girl. And I don't mean to the point where you're burnt out or something because you do not want to have a burnout whatsoever. Obviously, for example, if you're at the gym or something and you're doing like 200 pounds and you feel like you legitimately cannot do anymore, don't do anymore for safety reasons. I don't mean in every situation, but push your limits in life because you never know how far you could get and how much better you could do. Fourth topic, you need to figure out who you are. Figure out your style, the clothes you wear. Figure out your personality and what kind of person you want to be and what kind of person you want to come off as to other people. Literally figure out everything about yourself. Figure out your hairstyles. Figure out the way you want to walk. Figure out what kind of energy you want to give off when you walk into a room. For example, when I walk into a room, I'd want to give confidence. I'd want to give godly. I'd want people to see the Spirit of God shining through me. So figure out what you want to give when you walk through the room, what you want people to see, what kind of energy you want people to feel. And you can write this stuff down. If you're like, oh, I look the best with my natural hair, write that down. Oh, I think I want to walk kind of like this. Write that down. Practice the kind of ways you want to walk. Literally every single thing that you can think of, figure out yourself. Figure out what kind of people you want to be around and what kind of people you want to hang out with. Legitimately figure out everything about yourself. I'm not going to name this, that, and the third. You'll figure it out. Basically, what kind of nails, what kind of color, jewelry you like, gold, silver, what kind of colors look good on you. Figure out all those kind of stuff. Fifth topic is self-love, because without self-love, you are not going to care about getting to your goals. You're not going to care about being healthy. You're not going to care about anything or doing anything for yourself. So self-love is actually a very, very important aspect of this whole thing, because if you don't have self-love, like I just said, you won't even care about reaching your goals. You won't care about keeping this steady routine. Also, to go with self-love, you need to start enjoying your own company. You need to start to enjoy being alone and not always wanting to surround yourself with people. Like when you're alone and in your room by yourself, in your house by yourself, you should be able to be happy with that and love being alone. Because like I said earlier, you're always going to have to be around yourself. You have to live with yourself every single day. day. You need to make sure you love your own company. You need to make sure you love yourself, or else it's just gonna be a miserable life. Another thing with self-love is become someone you would want to look up to. Obviously, when you figure yourself out, you're not going to want to become somebody that you wouldn't look up to or somebody you wouldn't want to be. You want to become somebody, literally, you want to become the exact girl you want to be. You want to become the exact person you would look up to. Okay, so the last topic, the sixth topic, is goals and discipline. Do not set low goals. Always strive for what you desire. Don't just play it safe and be like, oh, well, I want a car, but my goal is to just get this little cheap car because, you know, I probably won't have enough money. But no, bro. If you are making a minimum wage and you don't even have close to enough money for your dream car, still strive for your dream car. Still make that your goal is to get that dream car, because manifesting is real. Honestly, looking at your goal makes you actually work for it. So do not set these little tiny goals when you know you could set a bigger one. And people always talk about motivation this, motivation that. Motivation gets you nowhere without discipline, honey. Because a lot of the time, you won't have motivation for stuff. Do you think when I wake up at 4 in the morning, I have motivation to go get in the car and drive to go to the gym? No, I have zero motivation to do that. It's called discipline, honey. You need to discipline yourself to do the stuff you might hate because you know it's going to get you better for your future. You need to have a certain morning and night routine. It doesn't need to look the exact same every day, but for example, you always do your skincare at this time, or you always wake up at this time. Having a sleep schedule is also very important for your health and for your body, because eventually your body does get used to going to sleep at the same time and waking up at the same time. For example, like I wake up every morning at 4 in the morning. Well, at least I try to, obviously. Not every morning, but I try to. On the weekends, I don't care to wake up at 4, but I do naturally wake up at 4, just like my body wakes up. I do sometimes end up going back to sleep on weekends, but it honestly just over time just started happening where I just start naturally waking up at that time and getting tired at 7 o'clock when I go to sleep. Along with the morning and night routines, you need to have an organized day. Like I said earlier, have a to-do list on your phone in real life, most likely on your phone, because you probably have your phone everywhere you go if you go out and stuff, so you can kind of check when you're out. For example, you go to the mall to get something, you can kind of check, okay, what else do I need to do for the day? How much time do I have? Your time is also precious. Do not waste your time literally by sitting there and being decisive on things. Just go. Honestly, again, don't burn out, don't stress yourself out. Take your time when you're doing stuff. Romanticize your skincare, romanticize that kind of stuff, but do not just be sitting there wasting time, honey. Your time is precious. You need to get to the goal, so you need to work for it. And like I've been saying, do not lead to a burnout. You do not want to be burnt out every week. You don't want to be getting to the weekend and you feel so burnt out and you're not even excited for the next week. You should be excited for the next week coming. You should be like, OMG, I'm so excited for next week. Like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and it's going to be so fun. So if things are too fast and you're literally just like feeling burnt out, then you are doing too much, honey. You need to maybe get more sleep. You need to have a schedule, and you need to just, like I said, romanticize things. Don't just rush it, but don't just waste time. So yeah, that's all the things you need to know on how to become the main character in your life. I could have done this video a bit longer, but it already is 5:30 and I kind of wanted to just get this video done and upload it either tonight or tomorrow. Maybe not tonight. I still have a lot of work to do other than editing this video. But yeah, if you guys enjoy, go subscribe and go like the video and comment down below what you want to see from my next video. What kind of advice do you want to know? What kind of videos do you want to see from me, girl? Because I take all suggestions. And any questions you have, leave them in the comments. Somebody left a question last time asking how I started my YouTube channel. Girl, thank you for that, because I love when you guys send comments like that. I always answer you guys because I love you girls. Bye, beauties.